So for my second Friday food finds, I decided to go to this place called Kajiken, and they're known for their soupless ramen and other Japanese dishes. So I got 2 appetizers and 4 entrees. I'm gonna try to stay consistent across every place I try and get 4 entrees just to keep it even, and I'm always gonna do carry out to give everybody a fair review. I had to get their classic pork gyoza because you can really tell the quality of a Japanese restaurant by their gyoza. So I got the pork gyoza, and they are pan fried, and it comes with a little bit of a dumpling dipping sauce. Should have a bit more of a sear on it, but it looks pretty standard. They're average, solid 6 out of 10. So the second appetizer I got is the karaage. I'm pretty sure this was only like $7. It was pretty cheap. It comes with 2 dipping sauces, so I'm gonna try it dipped in both. Good size. The chicken seasoned really well. I get a lot of ginger. It's juicy, it's tender. And this sauce doesn't really do much for it. I honestly would prefer it without the sauce. But let's try this one. This is darker. Very crispy too. They got a good fry, good coating on this. I actually prefer the yum sauce compared to this one. This one, I don't think this complements it. It kind of competes with the flavor of the chicken. I think the karaage from Akira Ramen is actually better than this one. And I think that's more because their sauce is better. I think I'd give this around another like 6.5 out of 10. This didn't really impress me. So I got 4 entrees, like I said. And my first entree that I'm gonna go with is this really simple one. It's called sukiyaki. I think it's pronounced sukiyaki. That's backwards. So it's basically just marinated, they said beef, but it definitely looks like beef brisket. Looks like beef brisket with just some rice. Very simple. I think this was not $8 or $9. The brisket, they season the brisket really well. It tastes like there's some ginger, garlic, soy sauce. Probably other stuff in there. It's really good. It's simple, but I give it an 8 out of 10. It has solid flavor. So since I'm Korean, I saw they had kimchi as one of their sides, and I need to rate their kimchi. So let's see how good it is compared to the kimchi that I get from this little Korean grandma who owns a small restaurant. So this is their kimchi. I give their kimchi a 7 out of 10. This place is known for their soupless ramen. So I got a couple of those, but I also got 1 ramen with the soup because I love tonkatsu ramen. So this is their chicken curry noodles. There's a lot of chicken in here, some sprouts, and some curry. And there's actually chicken cooked into the curry. That's really good curry. So this is the chicken that comes on top. It's very flavorful. It's actually also crispy too. And this is a takeout, so it's been sitting for a little bit. It's not like fresh out. These here are the noodles with the curry sauce, and then the soupless ramen sauce. I don't know exactly what it's called. That's so good. Oh my gosh. That's really good. Easy 8.5 out of 10. Like, look at this noodles. Wow. The next one I got is called the original on the menu, so I thought I should get it because it seems like the one they're promoting for people. So it comes with chashu pork, the same soupless ramen sauce. There's some seaweed in here, some bamboo root, and some green onions. Pretty big size chashu pork. Wow, that was so tender. Barely have to chew. So let's try some noodles. Same, great noodles. Nice and bouncy. I would definitely recommend this to someone, like I said, who doesn't know what to get, is not sure of the flavors. You'll like this. You'll like this a lot. So the last one I got is the spicy tonkatsu ramen. And I love tonkatsu ramen, so I had to get this one. So on the toppings tray, there is the spicy minced pork. There's a jammy egg on top, some bok choy, thin ramen noodles, and more chashu pork. Interesting. Let me take a sip of the soup first to see how it tastes. The broth alone, I'm probably gonna rate it a 6.5 out of 10. It's definitely not the best spicy tonkatsu broth I've had, but there's still some good flavor in there. They choose to serve the ramen with these thinner noodles, so it's not as bouncy as the soupless ramen. These noodles still hold the flavor of the soup pretty well. I need to have another bite of chashu pork. Their chashu pork's really good. I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty good spicy tonkatsu ramen. I give it around a solid 8.5 out of 10. No, I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Just 8 out of 10. Because my favorite place is this place called Katana. Their broth has more, I think, depth of flavor versus this one. Still good, but I think if you want to go to Kajiken, I think you should get the soupless ramen. I think there's a lot more flavor, especially that curry soupless ramen. That one was really good. With this restaurant, Kajiken, they have Kajiken. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but they have several locations actually across the country. They have 2 in Maryland, 1 in Baltimore, 1 in Rockville, Maryland. I've never had soupless ramen, so this was a really good first experience, and I definitely recommend this restaurant. Like the restaurant as a whole, I give it a really good 8.5 out of 10. Like, it's almost perfect. So that was another edition of Friday Food Finds, and visit Kajiken in whatever state you're in if they have it, or if you're coming through Maryland, give it a try.